Hi, and welcome to episode 8 of Limited MTG Mentor. It's a show where Josh, that's me, and Kai, we play some limited magic. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
So, if you didn't know already, for a while now, Kai has been mentoring me on how to be a better limited player by teaching me better drafting strategies, deck building strategies, play strategies, and tactics. And we thought, why not record these and just share them with anyone else who wants to join us? Also, while Kai and I, we would love to be able to make this a regular show. So if you find some value in this or you like this, please hit that like and subscribe button. That really help us out. Also, last note, we've gotten a lot of feedback from people saying, "Hey, try and make the video quality better." So we've taken a big step towards doing that. If you didn't know, we've been making this and recording this and playing Arena on a 5 or 6 year old Microsoft Surface Book laptop, which just couldn't handle playing the game and recording at the same time, let alone doing other things like running a webcam or inserting other media or doing anything else. So uh, we've upgraded our hardware and have a new machine up and running that's doing this. So hopefully the quality comes out a whole lot better. Okay, what do you think we should play today, Kai?
I think we should go with the Magic the Gathering Foundations. Let's do some Premier Foundations drafts.
Let's see. Ends in
It's
43 hours, 43 minutes.
it ends in 2 days, so let's get
Oh,
some more Premier Foundation drafts in before it ends.
all right, let's
And
go.
once again, insta queue. All right. I wish I was this lucky when I was queuing, and mine always takes some time. You gotta hit that ready button.
My bad.
All right, let's have some fun. Let's get some fun rares. All right, so we're starting off with an aggro rare if we want to take it. So 2 mana, 2/1 at the beginning of your end step. If you attack this turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. So it creates a 1/1 token every turn if you attacked. Um, there
Ooh.
is 2 really good white cards in the pack with a Johnny's Pridemate and Helpful Hunter. And then there's also a Burst Lightning in the pack, which I like quite strongly as well. Um, The aggro decks are my least favorite, but they tend to be very strong in this format. Creature decks seem to be pretty strong. That being said, the Seer Slicer Goblin is just okay. Um, you could end up getting a lot of value from it, but you don't typically do that. So, definitely leaning towards either the Goblin, the Burst Lightning, or the Helpful Hunter. Those are the 3 top picks for me in this pack, and I'll let you make your pick.
Gee, I would have gone with the goblin. Just it seems fun.
All
We've
right.
never done it.
Yeah, it's a great pick. Like I said, it's definitely top 3 in the pack. All right, next pack we got a Swiftblade Vindicator, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample. Not super thrilled about that card. We got some really good uncommons in this pack. Yeah, Sunblessed Healer for white, Vampire Gorman for black are both super strong cards. I like the Vampire Gorman a lot. It actually goes with our tokens really well. You sack a token, make him unblockable, which means you can attack with him every turn, turns on raid every turn, and you get a draw card. That being said, if we take that, we are passing a bacon to the pie. So those are the 3 top cards in this pack:
Ooh,
Vampire Gorman, Sunblessed Healer, and Bacon to a Pie. I lean towards the Vampire Gorman as the top pick.
yeah, that synergy with the sear, sear slicer goblin seems pretty fun.
There's a lot of synergy with the Gorman. Picking it up early as well helps, means we can pick synergy up with it.
Okay.
All right, no one's gonna look at that. Second look at that rare. So horrible. So in red, Goblin Negotiations is not the best removal spell. It's really, really expensive. It can create some tokens, but I mean, for to create 1 token, you have to have 4 mana on a 1 toughness creature, and that's not all that good. The best card in the pack, in my opinion, is the Helpful Hunter, which is in white. And we definitely are still open to going red, white, or black, white. So taking that and keeping our options open is probably what I would do. That being said, the Treetop Snare Spinner is also a really strong green card, but I don't think that's where we want to be with what we're doing. If you wanted to stick to black, you could always take the Gutless Plunder. It's not a bad card at all. But Helpful Hunter, I believe, is the best card in the pack.
Yeah, let's go with that and see where we end up going.
All right, it's a pack where there is not much here. If we want to try going the sack deck, Ravenous Amulet is decent. We don't have the pieces for it, but it is a very strong sack outlet card for red-black. Fleeting Flight for whites can be playable. It's a decent trick in white. Other than that, I wouldn't take anything else in this pack early. Typically, I wouldn't take Ravenous Amulet early either, but this pack is really, really shallow. There's not much you want in it. And with what our start is, we lean towards going the sack outlet deck. So I would take that and try to hedge our way into that sack deck.
All right, let's see what happens.
All right. So, well, this is a good pack.
Pack 5 Healer's Hawk.
Yeah, we got a Seeker's Folly, a Healer's Hawk, a Big Fin Bouncer, Burglar Rat, and a Bite Down. All strong cards in this pack. Yeah, I feel like that's a sign, right? Pick 5 Healer's Hawk.
Oof.
Typically don't see that. Yeah, I mean the pick here for me would be Healer's Hawk or Burglar Rat. I think Healer's Hawk is just too good not to take here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then a good Heartfire Immolator is a fantastic red card. 2 mana 2/2 prowess, and then you can sack it to deal damage, so it's multi-format card. However, you also have the Infestation Sage, which is crazy good with Vampire Gorman and Ravenous Amulet. And I think the Gorman is better than the Goblin. So I probably would take the Sage. But the Immolator is also really good. So I'm going to let you decide what route you want to go there.
We can go with the Sage. I don't know how much prowess we're going to be able to trigger.
Even without triggering prowess, the creature's still really strong. So
double Sage.
Yeah, I would probably just take the Sage again. Vampire Soulcaller, decent card for the deck. That's Cavalry's an OK 2-drop for red. Stomper's an OK 6-drop in green. But Sage is, yeah, I think it's an easy Sage here with the Gormand and the Amulet.
Oh, let's take it.
Wow, this pack is not good. Best card of the pack is Refute. I would actually take the Refute here and just keep your options open to even blue here. You, at this point, I think black is a little locked, and you do not have a second color as of this point. So probably just keep your options open and take the Refute. Plunder is definitely worth taking here. The Gutless Plunder in black. Since that is our main color, we'll solidify that a little deeper. We definitely need some removal. I don't know if you'd play 2 amulets, but I would take it here. Not sure if we would take 2, but I think it's the only playable card in the pack, so I would take it, and we'll see if it makes the deck. The Cavalry is really the only playable card in this pack.
You don't think the landfall trigger is good for this?
No, I don't think that creature is all that good at all. I mean, if you have to play it, so be it. It's not the end of the world, but I don't think it's something you want to necessarily pick up. Take the 3-drop black creature in case we need more playables. Big Pit Bouncer
Jeez.
is a great card. Definitely feels like people are staying away from blue in this set lately. So throw that on the sideboard. All right, we need some removal and some help on what we're exactly doing. So, all right, we have a couple really good cards in this pack. The rare Anthem of Champions is great, but we are not in green. Probably as of right now, not looking like we're necessarily in white either. But there's Infernal Vessel, which is great in the sack deck because you sack it, it comes back as a 4/3. Stab and Burst Lightning for removal. I think I'm leaning towards Stab here because we have no removal. And black, we're for sure playing black. We're not sure if we're playing red. Definitely hoping the Infernal Vessel will table, but I don't think it will. Not much else notable other than the Stab, Burst Lightning, and Infernal Vessel in spec. So,
Okay.
definitely need to find our lane. I'm not a big fan of Painful Quandary. It's easy to play around. In one of our earlier videos, we talked about that and played against it, and we still beat it. It's just slow. That being said, there are some strong blue cards in this pack. Faebloom Trick, I really like. Spectral Sailor, I really like. And Refute, I really like.
Well, I always look at counter spells. But what's best for us right
I
now?
think Faebloom Trick and the Spectral Sailor are the two best cards in the pack. I would probably go with the Spectral Sailor, just being able to. Man, I don't know. Yeah, if we're gonna go still sack outlet deck, maybe the Faebloom Trick. Let's go with the Faebloom Trick because it's 2 tokens, more sack outlets to be able to draw cards. Rise of the Dark Realms is a very fun card, but it's almost uncastable. 9 mana. Another super light pack for us. Shriek Mass, if we're going blue black, could be fine. Soul Caller could be okay for some graveyard recursion on creatures. Light Shell Duo could be a decent 4-drop.
Bushwhack would be good, but we're not green.
Yeah. I like the Vampire Soul Caller here because we still don't know for sure what our second color is.
Yeah, okay.
Ink Mage is a great blue card, and Abrade is a great red card. Abrade gives us a little more removal. Ink Mage sets up our draws.
And unblockable.
And can become unblockable, yes. I like them both. I think Abrade's a better card here. And we're really low on removal. So I think Abrade is the right way to go here.
Okay.
I'm not liking our deck right now. Okay, well, there's a Dazzling Angel here, but I don't think white is an option at this point. It's been cut too hard. We only have 2 cards in it. I like the involuntary. So that steals their creature, and you get a treasure. And as of right now, we have 3 ways to sack whatever you steal. So you have 2 Ravenous Amulets and the Vampire Gorman. So it can be a really, really blowout card if you steal their creature and sack it to get value.
Yeah, that does sound fun. We'll take it.
Arcane Epiphany, if you were going blue-black, is really strong. Freak Mass, blue-black could also be playable. Man. Probably just take the Shriek Mass here.
You don't like the Electro Duplicate?
I do not like the Electro Duplicate. You have to have a creature on the board Big chunk of the time you're copying something that, especially in our decks, it's nothing big. It's just something that's not going to do a whole lot. Meteor Golem's a very strong card. Strix is a strong card. And then if we want to stay low curve, the Plunder, the Gutless Plunder for our curve would be just fine as well. Yeah, I think at this point we are leaning definitely red-black, but we need more sack outlets in creatures. We're looking for Hungry Ghouls. We're not going to find any this pack, but we're looking for Hungry Ghouls and Eaten Alives. Felling Blow. That's a really late Felling Blow, but we are not in green. I would take the land here if there's just some small chance that we decide we want to splash blue. Throw that in the sideboard. I think at this point you can throw the white cards in the sideboard. This pack is quite a dud pack. Take the Crackling Prowler. It's the best card in the pack. Throw it in your sideboard. Oh, easy Gutless Plunder here. That's 3 Gutless Plunders. That's a lot. But that makes our Billowing Shriek Mass better. So take the Shriek Mass here. Our Shriek Masses have gotten a lot better with all the Billowing, with all the Gutless Plunders. So maybe take the Katana here. I don't think it makes the deck, but bury the artifact for the sideboard. Play that sideboard. All right, we definitely need some help in this attack. Oh, we may be splashing for that card. Alenda is very strong. In fact, we could end up just switching back to white for this card. Lifelink 4/4 for 4, hexproof from instance. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, it gets +1/+1 and menace. And then as long as your gets +5/+5, as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your life total. Card is very, very strong. That being noted, you're missing out on a Battle Song Berserker in red, Vanishing Light in white. And that's about it. I think that's a pretty easy pickup.
Interesting.
That card is very strong. Oh, and then an Exemplar of Light. Okay, well, yeah.
Suddenly we're white
I think
again.
we're switching back to white. Yep. It sucks here. We're passing a Vampire Gormand. But blue is definitely out of the deck now. I would put the Arbiter Guide in. Blue is definitely out. We are, yeah. All right. Take that Exemplar of Light. We definitely want to find some more life gain cards with those two we just picked up. Alenda and Exemplar of Light are, yeah, crazy strong cards.
Huh.
There's an Eaten Alive and a Healer's Hawk. I think we have to take. Oh man, this is really hard. Healer's Hawk helps with Exemplar of Light and Alenda very, very strong. But Eaten Alive is a hard removal spell, and we have a stab for removal. That's it in black white. That's the only piece. I think we have to take Eaten Alive here, which feels bad passing Healer's Hawk, but I don't think there's any way we're getting away from that Eaten Alive here.
I know. Okay, I'll take it.
Soul Shackles, Zombie is a way you can gain life. It's probably the pick here. You're passing Fleeting Flight in white. That's about it. And then in red, you're passing a Heartfire Immolator. And then, of course, we're passing Evolving Wilds. I mean, red's only got 4 cards. So I think it's easy to say that white is definitely stronger than red. So I would definitely take the Soul Shackle Zombie here. Put the red cards in the sideboard, and we are looking at black white. All right, so in this pack we have Squad Rallier, and another Infestation Sage. I like to. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. I like the. I think I like the. I think I like the Sage here. Infestation Sage. With our sack outlets, early creature, so many sages. Don't think we're taking a fourth sage, and I don't think we're taking a fourth plunder either. Do we have enough life gain for the angel? Um, we don't have crazy amount of life gain here,
I'm going to hover that one.
but yeah, I think that's the pick. I don't know if it'll end up making the cut. Make your move. Very easy pick here, as it's some decent possible removal. It'd be very nice to get a land or two that can gain life for the exemplar. Some graveyard recursion, which Macabre Waltz would be a nice one to see late here. There's no way the Healer's Hawk comes back around, but that would have been awesome. We are not playing a third Shriek Moss, I don't think. Maybe we do. I mean, the 4-mana 4/4 flyers. I don't like Claws Out. We don't have enough creatures. I'm worried about milling ourselves if we play the other Shriek Mass. 3 Shriek Masses and 3 Plunders is. I still think it's the best pick, though. Because, I mean, the 4-mana 4/4 flyers could be pretty strong. Seeker's Folly is pretty easy pickup here.
Yeah.
Squad Ralliers, definitely your pickup here.
Oh, that one came back around, didn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Take the boy for your sideboard. Take the uncommon. Yeah, Calvary for the sideboard. And yeah, take the other Squad Rallier. I mean, it's very playable in your deck. So. I don't know how I feel about this deck. I'm not the most thrilled about the deck, but it's not as good as our other black-white decks for sure. But it's got some fun synergies in it. We are a glutton on our 4-drop slots. We definitely need to trim up our 4-drop slot. Don't think there's enough life gain for the Vanguard Seraph in the deck. So I think it's a pretty easy cut.
3 Shriek Masses is probably too many.
Well, and I would definitely cut the Marauding Blight Priest. I think the card's not very good at all. The 3-drop. So the Squad Ralliers hit. They don't hit. Let's see. They hit all 3 Shriek Masses, all 3 Plunders, Gormand, Helpful Hunter, Healer's Hawk, and all 3 Sages. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 current cards that they hit, which is fantastic. So they probably stay in. Yeah, the question is do we cut a Shriek Mass here or do we cut? Let's see. The thing is they are better in multiples, right? Because they mill to turn themselves into 4/4 flyers. So once you have 7 cards in your graveyard, they get +2/+1. So that would be a 4-mana 4/4 flyer.
Yeah,
And with the triple gutless plunder also helping put stuff in your graveyard. Yeah. I think the Katana actually is needed in your deck. Lots of low creatures just to have some more push. The Katana is just very one-sided because it only works during your turn. That's my only worries is if we get into like ground stall, it doesn't do anything. You have a couple flyers that it could be really good on though. I don't think you're cutting. You could cut one of the amulets if you want, although they're decent draw for you. But having 2 of them on the board doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, we'll cut one.
And man, it's got to be a 4-drop here. Or a land. I'm just thinking 16. You want to play, you like playing 17, so we'll keep 17.
Do we take the zombie out?
No, because it's a trigger,
Oh.
life gain trigger for Exemplar of Light.
Yep, yep.
And Exemplar of Light is, it's not all that good in our deck, but it's still good enough. It's such a bomb if you do gain 1 or 2 life. If you have a Healer's Hawk, it could be amazing. Maybe Shriek Mass is the right target. I think it's Katana or Shriek Mass.
How many creatures do we have? 18?
A lot. Yeah. It's just 4 mana 4/4 flyers can be. That's like your win con, right? In this deck.
Well, let's drop the
Or
katana.
the horror meta. Okay. All right. So yeah, black whites, heavy creatures. That's what we're doing. And for the Exemplar of Light, we have Healer's Hawk, Soul Shackle, Olenda, and that's it. I wish we would have picked up a land or two. I don't think we saw any black-white lands. Go to your sideboard real quick.
Hold on 1 second.
Just remembered you drafted a blue-black land. I think we should be playing that in place one of the swamps because it gains your life. Scroll to the end. Did we not take that blue-black land? I swear we did. Oh, these are just creatures. Hit X on your sort. There you go. Now scroll to the end. There it is. So put that in and take out one of the swamps. Oh, it did for you. Perfect. Just because with Exemplar of Light, I mean that's if you play Exemplar of Light and then play the land, you get to draw a card and put a counter on that. So playing instead of one of your swamps doesn't hurt you much.
I see.
Not the best draft deck we've drafted. Definitely had the makings of a really good red-black sack outlet, but red was getting cut very hard. So we stayed true to black, and then in the last pack got a couple white bombs.
Okay.
They're very low on removal. We have to be super cognitive of that when we're using our removal spells in the game. So
should we give it a run?
let's do it. None of our 1 or 2 drops, but we have our bomb. I think it's a keep.
All right, let's see what happens.
A little slow, but if they don't have a removal for Olenda, when you drop it on turn 4, it'll just take the game over.
Hold on. That's just a little loud.
Don't concede, please.
That
would be a hilarious start to a video, but just run the Plunderer out with no value. It's fine. 2 mana, 2/2 with Death Touch. And then slam that Alenda.
Let's see. I need the.
So he could have Savage Punch. I would not attack because you want to trade off the Plunder for the Snout. Felling Blow would be a rough one because I think Felling Blow is a sorcery, not an instant. Yeah, but you can't bite down your guy. You just take it, no blocks. And then he's going to fight. It's okay. Well, now you just get to play your Soul Caller and get it right back. He had a 2-for-1 himself. He had to use a lot of resources to get rid of it, and now you just play the Soul Caller and get it right back.
Yep.
Definitely a lot of value for you in that one. Oh, yeah. This is going to be awesome. So slam Alenda again. Attack for 3. Hopefully you draw a land here so you can play more than one spell next turn. But yeah, they're not even going to have it. They can't deal with the Alenda. So. Oh, man, you were going to get Go and Alenda and Exemplar. Woo!
Crazy.
Yeah, Lenda's one of those cards that they don't have a choice but to 2-for-1 themselves, put themselves super far behind, and the fact that you had the 1 graveyard recursion spell in your deck, that was worked out very well for us. Yeah. Weird, but definitely playable. Sage, and a Shriek Mass on turn 4. Definitely, this is a hand that wants to draw the Amulet really bad, or the Vampire Gorman really bad. Playing against Mac Daddy 87. Oh no. That's not what you wanted to see. Attack for 1. You definitely won't block. Good news is, as soon as one of these sages die, you have a blocker for the Healer's Hawk. And then on turn 4, Shriek Mass also blocks for it, so definitely want a Sack Outlet. Amulet this turn would be amazing. Oh no. Alright. Their curve is nuts.
That's going to be a problem.
Well, okay, the stab was good. I would stab the Healer's Hawk right now while he's tapped out. Get rid of that. No more life gain from that. And then just play a land and pass. So turn late for the Pride Mate, but at least we took care of the ongoing life gain. I think you just take it. You're not in any rush here to make a change. Did they keep a 2-lander? They kept a 2-lander, so. And you just get a Slam Alenda. Beautiful. It's gonna be really hard for them to deal with in white-black. No, yeah, actually, I would attack with both.
I mean, they'll probably swap one. We'll both get a flyer.
Yep. Unless they have Sack Outlets as well. They may want to keep it if they need to draw cards and they have ways to draw cards. Nope. So their answer is Eaten Alive. If they have Eaten Alive, it exiles Alenda, which is unfortunate if they do have it. Well, now they have a blocker. So they won't attack.
Whew.
Yep, throw a Shriek Mass down. That's pretty good. Shriek Mass into Shriek Mass turns both the Shriek Masses. Oh, we just exiled our Eaten Alive. That's rough. But I'd hold on to the land, attack for 1 in the air, offer the trade in the air. Unfortunately, we can't attack with Alenda with him having 4/4 there. Our guy doesn't have Menace quite yet, so.
Well, he's going to put the pick on it now.
Yep, he is. Which we're just gonna. It's just gonna be a really good blocker for a long time. We're just gonna look towards winning in the air here. You play Shriek Mass next turn, it turns your other Shriek Mass into a 4/4 flyer. So it's a pretty easy. Play Shriek Mass first. You mill 3. Turn on your other Shriek Mass. You might have a removal spell for your Shriek Mass here.
Ooh.
Stroke of Midnight. All right. All right. And yeah, just pass the turn. We are looking at trying to win right now with the Shriek Mass. So. All right, no worries against that card. Again, don't think that card's good. So attack for 4 in the air, and then play your Plunder. Make your move. Fantastic. Clear the way for your Alenda.
Nice.
And play one of your lands, because you don't care if you have to discard the other one at this point. Hopefully he taps out again, so he can't have anything to protect his Ajani's Pridemate.
He's still stuck on 3 mana. That's good.
Yes, he is stuck on 3 mana. And again, the only removal spell he can have for... Yeah, he made you discard that. That does not feel good for him at all. So just fire that off on Ajani's Pridemate, and you're able to start swinging with Alenda now. I would keep your Sage and Token back and swing... Oh, he's done. He's out. Staring down to Lenda. It doesn't want anything to do with it. And this is why when we saw Lenda in Pack 3, we decided to make the swap. And this is part of drafting the best card in every pack, is the fact that we already had a few good white cards to go along with it. So it wasn't that hard of a switch.
Sure.
Because we did have some white cards already. Goes a long ways for saying picking the best cards early in the packs.
Yeah, and we kept doing that too.
Yeah, we stayed open for a very long time that draft, and I mean we never really found our lane until pack 3, other than black. So yeah, that's a good hand. I like it.
What are we gonna do with the amulet in this hand though?
Sack the Sage.
Oh, you get the 1/1 draw. Okay.
Yeah. So
do I start with the Hawk or the Sage?
Hawk.
Oh, they're going to kill the Hawk.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
And then, yep, attack for 1 in the air. They may kill the Hawk still, but... And then Sage. You want to keep pressure over Amulet. Plunder was a great draw. For curve, because you can swing for 1 in the air next turn. Yeah, so hold on to that. I would swing with both. He could flash in Ambush Wolf and kill your Sage, but he doesn't. Play Plunder. Set up your next draw. Interesting.
I almost feel like the flyer is pretty good.
I think the Soul Caller is right here because the Soul Caller can get back the Gorman from the graveyard. So yeah, put the Soul Caller on top. He's gonna start playing fatties.
Well, we still got our Death Toucher.
Yeah, that creature's really strong too. He's gonna bushwhack your flyer.
Oh, with the elves. or
Nope,
they don't
he
have
does
it.
not. So at this point, you definitely play your tap land to gain life. That way, you can play the Soul Caller next turn. Does the Animus have reach? I don't think it does, but we double check to make sure before you attack. The creature they played, the 4/4. Okay, yep. So yeah, just attack for 1 in the air. And then play the Amulet. And sack the Sage and draw a card. The Animist is a nuts card. It's going to push a lot of damage through, especially if you can remove your Death Toucher. If I was him, I wouldn't have played. I would have definitely killed your Death Toucher with him, so Animist could get through. But yeah, Soul Caller back. Definitely play Soul Caller here. I just don't know which one you're going to get back. I'm trying to think. I think it's the Sage. This sounds funny, but it's the Sage because you can sack it to draw another card and get another 1/1 flyer. Gives you the most value going forward. Vampire Gorman, you have to be able to attack and sack other stuff to draw cards, but you already have a sack outlet to draw cards on the board. And then I would attack for 1 in the air because the one damage is not going to do much on the defense here, especially because both of his creatures get trample. If they just kill the Plunderer here, you're pretty much just dead. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Don't start the fight without me.
there's not much you can do against that. He's going to clear your entire board and keep Chandra.
Yeah, that's
He's got bombs. That just is what it is. So it's going to go +8, 12. And I would just give him the game there. Not much you can do. Great
yeah.
hand by him. 2 big bombs, no removal from us. Not much to do. Chandra is one of those cards when you play it, you pretty much just win. So
Well, yep.
on to the next. Great hand. That's if the Healer Hawk doesn't die. Do have to hit 1 more land.
In
But
4 turns, we probably will.
if the Healer Hawk can survive until we can play Exemplar, it'll be pretty nutty.
Well, we're not playing anything else for 2 more turns.
Yeah, we definitely need some help off the top of our deck. You're definitely not offering a trade here, so just pass the turn.
Yeah, black, white.
Whether white, black.
Yep.
All right, well, we got our land, so yeah, just play a land and pass again. You're hoping they tap and play something this turn, so you can guarantee at least get 1 card off the Exemplar. I think you're discarding the Shriek Mass here. All right, yep. So I'll play the Exemplar and then offer the trade. At least you get to refill your card from it.
You think they'll block?
I mean, they must have a removal spell for the Exemplar because they Yeah, they have to have a removal spell for the Exemplar. There's no way they wouldn't have traded for the Healer's Hawk if they didn't. Just drawing an extra card every turn is just huge. Another Healer's Hawk. And then Eaten Alive. Sack the rat. Exile the Exemplar. No?
Combat? Pass turn?
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, just attack for 1.
Not with the 4?
No, I wouldn't risk that quite yet. Yep. Well, I'm trying to think of what's in the set. Okay. All right, that's annoying, but not the end of the world. Resolve. Counter and draw. I don't. The position you're in again is if they have an answer for your freaking Exemplar, you're not doing so good here. But I don't think you play your Soul Shackle until next turn because you can draw another card next turn off of it. So just play your Sage and pass.
Should I swing in or no?
You already swung with the Hawk.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Again, you're just trying to dodge removal spells on the Exemplar. Keep the Exemplar alive. Three cards left. I don't like that. Hopefully you're just reading it. Nope. Got the Luminous Reach. Sad day. All right. Well, now we have to find answers for a flyer, so we need to find the Bellowing Shriek Math. Lenda would be a good draw. Gorman's a pretty good draw. So yeah, I would play the Soul Shackle and the Gormand. Definitely attack for 1 here. So you can get a flyer to block one of the Healer's Hawks if he trades, which he won't. I'd be very surprised if he does. All right. You're definitely okay with this.
Yeah. Because then I can block one of the Healer's Hawks.
Yep. And then you can exile his Burglar Rat with your Soul Shackle. So play land, Soul Shackle, exile 2 cards from his graveyard, one of them being the Rat. Rat and Rebuke, probably. And is good, but there's nothing in the graveyard. I don't think you block this turn. Because you want to be able to make your move the Panda with nothing in his graveyard, so he doesn't get anything back.
But now we can kill it.
Yep, and he can't get anything back. Exactly. Oh, great draw. So let's make your move the Panda. Play Helpful Hunter. Go ahead and play the Swamp. And then attack with everything but your flyer. So the Soul Shackle and the Gormand. And then sack the Helpful Hunter to the Gormand. So the Hunter was actually 2 cards, which was pretty awesome. Ah, stop flooding out.
Jeez.
No. We are in a good spot, though.
As long as they don't
You get to
draw
kill
well.
one. Effectively, you get to kill one of his Hawks. He does have a man land, but you have a 4/2 that can block that, and you can outrace it. So block the Healer's Hawk.
And he has to dump a ton of mana into that anyway.
No, it's a creature. It's just a creature now.
Oh, forever.
Once you activate it once, it stays a creature. Yeah, it's not like the old man land.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Interesting. Attack with both your creatures. And don't sack anything. See if he takes the trade, see if he blocks the Gormans. Yep.
Perfect.
And then -1/-1 to all his creatures. Go ahead and play a land. There's no point in holding on to 2. He does have his 3rd color now. Oh, beautiful. Attack for 4 first. That way, if he has removal spell, he uses it on that. Play the Squad Rallier, and then play your land. And then I would wait until the end of his turn to activate it.
Okay.
That was a great draw, because that fuels your hand back up.
Yeah, they're up by 3 cards now.
Okay, 4/4. You have a 4/4 to block that. No big deal. And then, end of their turn, activate your Squad Rallier. Grab the Plunder. That white card draw feels good. Oh, Soul Caller feels really good. You have Exemplar in your graveyard, right? We don't have anything to gain life, though. It's in there, but interesting. All right, hit done. Let's attack for 4 with the Soul Shackle. And then play the Plunder. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. So, you can do 2 options as your second play this turn. You can use the Squad Rallier to find something else, or you can play the Vampire Soul Caller. If you're going to use the Squad Rallier, you want to do that before plundering.
We could do the Soul Caller and
Plunder.
the Exemplar.
Yes. So the Exemplar doesn't really give us a whole lot of value right now. It is a creature with flying, but the Shriekmass is actually a 4/4 flyer. I think the Shriekmass might be better here. Because it's a 4/4 flyer instead of a 3/3 flyer. The Exemplar could give us more value, but we have to find life gain, right? We don't have any life gain right now. So maybe we'll play the Soul Caller, play the Plunderer first, and see what we're putting on top of our deck. Elenda. Okay, so put Elenda on top, and then Soul Caller back the Exemplar. That way we know we're going to have some sort of life gain.
This one?
Yep. Yeah, because Elenda is the 4/4 life linker, so. It's not too scary of a card at all. Because you can just fly over, so attack for 3 in the air. And with your 2/2 Death Toucher, both at him. Unless he has a board wipe, you have this pretty much in the bag, so. And then I would go ahead. I don't know if you play anything here.
No, what? Because if he does have the board wipe,
Yeah, I think you just pass the turn. You have lethal on board, so yeah, just pass the turn. And you can activate Squad Rallier twice at the end of his turn.
yeah. Let's just hold up, see what happens.
Goes to 4, sure.
We still have lethal.
If that's his only, yeah, if that's his only play, then we just flying and double strike, sure. Hit you for 10. That's pretty dang good, actually.
Does he have a pump spell?
Nothing. He might. Nothing you can do. So just take it.
Whew, okay. Oh, double strike.
Right. Yep, but he can still have Exsanguinate to finish you off. Nope. All right, activate Squad Rallier twice. Grab a Sage. Oh, you can activate it 3 times. You have enough mana to activate Squad Rallier 3 times to pretty much draw 3 cards. That's nuts. Squad Rallier is actually really good in your deck, and probably the best thing you could have drawn when you were flooding out. On to round 5. Won that game with your 2 best cards in your hand.
That feels pretty good.
Man, that's not a good hand, but you can play stuff, so it's really hard.
I think it's too slow. Like we're not doing anything until turn 4. Turn 3.
Turn 3. But this is the thing. So do you want to gamble away a hand where you can play starting on turn 3 to possibly get a hand where you don't have any land at all and have to mulligan?
Well, and we're on the draw.
Yes. I think I would keep this hand. I don't like it, but I would keep it.
All right, let's see what we draw.
You have 4 1-drops in the deck. You have
Well, this
3 2-drops or 2 2-drops.
that kind of saves us from them doing anything on turn 1.
Yep. Another Shriek Mass.
Okay.
Definitely want to hit our 4th land drop, and
Let's hope they don't play red. Oh.
nice. Yeah, you're all right. See, they haven't done anything on the first 2 turns either. He might flash something in at the end of this turn, but just think twice. All right, now you might run into Refute if he doesn't tap out. Ranger is fine. You can trade with that with the Gutless Plunder. So play the Gutless Plunder. Best play for them would be like a Big Fin Bouncer to bounce your Plunderer here. All right. Yeah, play one of your Shriek Masses. Very good chance it gets countered.
Yeah, with 3 blue up.
No counter.
Okay.
Didn't mill anything too important, so good there. No attacks. You're not in a position to be aggressive.
So what's next? The next Shriek Mass?
Yeah, Shriek Mass and Sage.
Oh, both.
Possible make your move depending on what they do here. They are getting to the territory of playing bigger creatures, so
I'll just
block with a Death Toucher for sure.
Oh, okay.
You want cards in your graveyard, so for Shriek Mass. Because now when you play your other Shriek Mass, you'll mill 3. You're only 1 card off of turning on Shriek Mass. See, there you go. All right, so that's an easy make your move target. Untap, just make your move it right now while he's tapped out. And then play your land and Sage. Attack for 2. And next turn when you mill, you'll turn on your Shriek Mass into a 4/4 flyer. And you're playing a 4/4 flyer for the next 2 turns, so. Oh, that's a good card. Yep, Shriek Mass. Before combat. Attack for 4.
Should I attack with the Sage as well?
No.
Oh, we can save it for a blocker and then.
And then play the other Sage. You're saving those for sack outlets. You want to draw like the Ravenous Amulet. There we go. For some reason, I have a hard time saying that card. He's got super value though, so this is gonna be hard to win because we have no answer to the Tatyova. He's gonna be drawing a card every turn, 2 cards a turn, pretty much.
We're going to be swinging for 8.
Yeah, so he doesn't have any reach creatures or removal, but I'm sure he's got removal. Even just tempo, bouncing your creatures slows you down a lot. Yeah, that card you don't care about the slightest. All right, yeah, just go to combat and attack for 8 and see what he does. Okay. So what's in your graveyard? Nothing that you care too much about. So yeah, I would just play the last Shriek Mass. And again, could very well get countered.
Should we play the Squad Rallier instead?
You want to hold on to that for later, to fill your hand back up if you need it. That's the thing. You don't want that one to be countered. You'd rather have the Shriek Mass countered here. This also is another creature for lethal. So they have to deal with 3 of them. There's 3 for you. Butte number 1. All right, and you have lethal on board, so they have to answer your Shriek Mass. They've got, what, 2 more draws to do it? 3 more draws to do it with Think Twice? So land... Oh, they're not on lethal. I forget. Tatyova. They are digging for an answer, though. So many draws.
They have 6 cards in the hand. They got to have something they can play. Whoa.
Oh, there you go. Swing with everything.
Yeah, that just changed it.
Yep.
Let's see what they do.
Let the damage happen first. So next. And then play your Squad Rallier. And then they just counter the Squad Rallier here.
Should I stab it?
No, play the Squad Rallier first to try to absorb the counter spell.
Oh, got it.
There you go, and then stab it in response, or now.
You called that.
Well, Essence Scatter couldn't stop the stab, but he's got a Giant Growth, maybe. Sure. All right. Well, he gets to keep it around one more time. You have 4 lethal creatures on board, though.
That's
okay. He's going to gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, but he's only got 5 mana left to answer both Shriek Masses. Man, he's got so much value off that Tatyova this game. Up to 4, draw another card. Still has to answer both of them.
Yep. And then we've got the Soul Caller coming out, which is also a flyer.
And he's calling it. Good game. Army of Shriek Masses for the win. Feels good to win that one with how much cards he drew.
Yeah. I was just shocked he played so little. I wonder what was in his hand.
Probably lots of ground creatures on the ground that just couldn't do anything to your Shriek Masses. But yeah, no tempo from him. No bounces, no. None of that. All right, we did hit the four win mark, which is fantastic.
Oh, is that where we break even?
Yep. Oh, yeah, you keep it. I mean, you have 2 sages and an eaten alive with sages, so it's keepable. Again, not the most thrilling hands here, but we are on the draw, and
Do I hold up the Dismal Backwater?
I mean, turn 1 you definitely play a sage, so you don't play the Dismal Backwater.
Oh, yeah,
Turn
okay.
2, I think it depends on what cards you draw. Flutter is a great draw. Yeah, so turn 4 that becomes a 3/3, and he draws a card. Beetle's a great card. He's got a good curve going on here. Yeah, I would play the tap land here. There's no point in holding it up, and then just play the sage and pass. You're really hoping he doesn't have the 4/2 to snout here. Oh, ambush will fork too, so he's gonna start getting his horn beetle bigger. No blocks. Oh, stab was pretty good, but that means you can't play the plunder. So I would attack for 1. Good chance he just kills it. He may not. All right, and then you get to play the plunder. So at least you have the Death Toucher for the beetle, and you get to set up your next draw. White source. At least you got rid of 2 lands there.
Yeah, jeez. I did not want to be drawing 3 lands in a row.
Definitely want to. Another beetle. Oh, that's really good. All right, so I think you probably just get rid of Eaten Alive, sacking the sage on the 4/4 beetle. So sack a creature. Target the 4/4 beetle. No, 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 no. Cancel. You do that every single time. So sack a creature. Target is 4/4. Then stack the sage.
My bad.
You're all good. I mean, you didn't actually do it. And then stab the 4/2. And pass the turn. Now you need to draw some action.
Well, yeah. Now we've just got nothing but lands.
Paladin gives the guy a first strike, which is annoying. Just take the damage. Oh, yeah. Play a plane, swing for 1 in the air. First strike is that's gonna get you this game, I think. Holy horn beetles. Holy horn beetles.
Uh-oh.
You don't see that every day. I would use a sage and chump block one of them. Holy cow. If he gets another power 4 creature, you're in some serious trouble.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, you're in serious trouble, period. Yeah, well, that's it. I think you can concede. You just too much land. There's no coming back from this one. Everything has first strike. Quadruple horn beetle. That's a premium uncommon. You should not be seeing 4 of those in a draft. That's nuts. But even then, our deck could have beat it. We just had to do something other than draw lands. Unfortunate. Let's bounce back on this one. Have a good hand here. Definitely playable. I guess our hands, it's such a weird deck that's never anything super fancy in our opening hand.
Yeah. But we get a ton of value out of all the card draw and everything else that happens.
Yes, yeah, there's a lot of different things that you definitely have to hit a fourth land drop again here, but just pass turn. Okay, nice land, play the land, pass the turn. So he's playing black red sack. I would block. He's gonna play the plunder, the gutless plunder after, or the 4/3 raid. My guess is it's gutless plunder. Oh, Eternal Vessel. Okay. Now it's your turn to attack. And I would play the gutless plunder. So you can set up your next draw.
Ooh.
Alenda is definitely what you want here. You have the Soul Caller in hand for the other one, so and then yeah, just pass the turn. Against black red, Alenda is a scary no blocks here. Alenda is a scary card because if they steal it and they have a sack outlet for it, they get to hit you for 4, gain 4, and then sack it.
Got it.
So you don't want to see them play any sack. Is he gonna exile your dude? You're very happy if he uses Eaten Alive here, because that means he's not using it on Alenda. Very nice. Hopefully he doesn't have a second one. So just slam Alenda down. If he has a second Eaten Alive, well, he has a second Eaten Alive, so.
Oh, it's a hex. Oh, the Eaten Alive is a sorcery.
Yep. No blocks. Nope. But it is a card that can block your guy. You need to draw land here. Thing. That's a decent draw. What's in their graveyard? They have a creature in their graveyard, right? Yeah, so I would just play the Soul Shackle and exile their graveyard. Now you have a blocker. You don't want to trade, so no attacks. Yeah, another removal spell. No blocks. Land. That's really annoying, but land. Ah. Play the Freak Mass, I guess. And mill 3 lands. Just one. No attacks. And your draws just. You had 3 in your opening hand. You had 3 lands in your opening hand.
Ugh.
And he's just had everything. His draw has been very good. Does he have Eaten Alive too? Well,
Well,
good
that's
game.
game.
Yeah, he just had a nuts draw. He had everything. And if you could have hit a land in any of your previous 2 turns, you could have swung in with a Lenda for an 8-point life swing. But sometimes it's the cards just not in the cards. You did hit your land, and he drew amazing. But hey, we got our money back. Good. One more than we lost. No complaints here. Definitely think we could have got one more win, but that was definitely a subpar deck. So I'm not mad at all about getting 4 wins with it.
Okay. All right. Well, should we end it there for the day?
Yeah.
All right. See everybody next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, don't forget to crock the Evolving Wilds.
Yeah.